episode of Herspiration Happy Hour. I'm sure many of you have seen these ladies on their actual Herspiration episodes. We have Melissa Terry, the owner of Divine Dynasty Cleaners. We have Elizabeth Cordero, a real estate mogul. I'm going to call you real estate mogul. And then we have Brenda Alvarado, who is the beauty queen of the West Coast. I made that name for you myself, by the way, like a half an hour ago. So but we're a bartender. Most important, we are being bartended by the Herspiration co-founder, Dr. Pamela Gurley. And she's providing the drinks. I'm Zoe Zoker, the other co-founder of Herspiration. Before we get started, this is happy hour, so no happy hours can be complete without a drink. Pamela, tell us a little bit about what we're drinking here.
So we are drinking a candy cane shot. This shot, it consists of vanilla rum, Godiva liqueur, and peppermint schnapps.
Time out. Who's wearing bracelets?
That's me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can hear them playing.
Yeah.
I wondered about that. There's like 80 of them. Hold on a second.
They're super cute. They're super cute, yeah, but like they're cool. Yeah, I can hear them. Yeah.
Later. Those are here for later. Later bracelets.
I'll take mine too in case.
It's only when they clean some metal to each other.
Yeah, I can leave one on.
You can leave one on, yeah.
That's the one that doesn't clank to anything. There you go.
Okay, tell us about the drinks.
So you want me to start over?
Yes, and while we're drinking, yeah.
Okay, so today we are drinking the candy cane shot, and that, with it being close to the holidays, is the perfect drink for, just different events that you might want to have, including on Christmas Day. So this shot consists of vanilla rum, Godiva liqueur, and peppermint schnapps. And if you really want to be snazzy, hey, put a small candy cane inside of it, and then voila, you got you the perfect shot with a little bit of candy to have afterwards.
All right, this drink recipe is available on our website, herspiration.com. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers. Oh, that's good.
It is good.
That's really freaking good. I'm gonna have to keep the language clean after that one. Wow.
All right, beeping.
So I guess what we want to talk about first is I want each of our guests to just we know a little bit about their background. I want to talk to them about. I hear some whistling. It's so weird. I'm hearing everything. Like I can double it out like on the sound, but like I can still hear it like in the background. What I think I want to talk about, or I think I want to do first, is the point of this show is that we're talking about we're getting more into detail about your businesses. And what do people do when they come to happy hour? They bitch about their bosses. They complain about their their work. Oh my gosh, my boss has hit on half of you guys. The other half of you he hasn't hit on. Just wait.
Probably.
Brenda's heard my boss yell at me on the phone. What do people do? They come to the happy hour. They bitch about their bosses. They bitch about their work. They talk about work. So let's talk about
their life too.
Talk about their life.
Talk about your life, and is there more than just work? How do you find that balance, and how do you maintain your friendships?
But exactly. So we're gonna. So that's what our podcast is about. It's gonna be about it's going to be going a little bit more into detail with the work, and it's going to go a little more into detail about outside of work. So first of all, the first thing I want to do is I want to go Melissa, then Brenda, then Elizabeth, and I'm going to make sure everyone has I'm going to do a timer because you guys can talk for hours. What's the biggest challenges that you face as a successful, inspirational, herspirational female? Melissa, you got the floor first just because you're there.
All right, great. Just no particular order. I would say my largest challenge, which I think I also said on my video, was when we did my little interview, was that it's just hard to find loyal and dedicated employees. Nobody really, depending on how far you push your dreams and your aspirations and what you want to do is going to be what other people are going to be inspired by. But it's just hard to find those people that are going to commit as much as you are to your goal. So you really have to make sure that you're pushing forward that, and then just making sure that your clients are satisfied. That's pretty much the everyday goal. You want to that's the end game. If they're satisfied, your day is good, your job is done. So you've pretty much been successful.
And so I know you do have a hard time finding dedicated employees. And how do you think that what's one way, what's an incentive that you use to find more dedicated employees?
Well, to me, I always knew that, like, growing up when I was just working for other people, I always wanted to, you know, how can I grow with this business? How can I be making more money? I don't want to just be on the ground. And that's something that I offer to everyone that I hire is, you know, you can grow with me, learn my ways, learn quickly. I give a very good incentive of raise after the first 60 days. And so, you know, I try to do that pay-wise because I know people like money. That's why people work, is to make money. And the other part is what our passion is. So that's just a big way for me to try and get people to stick with it. And I think cleaning is very hard, and not a lot of people want to clean up after other people. So that's probably where I find a niche in getting people.
Awesome. I'm gonna ask you why. I found that I have to turn this thing. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, Brenda. What's your biggest challenge as a small business owner? Because you don't have any employees.
I have no employees. My biggest challenge is my time. I have to really juggle being a single mom, being a dedicated and loyal girlfriend. And, you know, I have a lot of friends. I have a ton of friends and a big family, so...
Verified. Verified with both the friends and the family. I've met her entire family. Verified.
Seriously, it's just crazy. I've learned to kind of... you know, join my friends and family, especially at parties. You know, my family parties, holiday parties, it's usually friends and family. You know, my daughter is huge. For me, I just need to spend at least 40% of my day with my child. It's just, you know, even homework or playing a game, a puzzle, or watching a movie with her, you know, just anything. It's just, it means a lot. I didn't have my mom around when I was growing up because she had 2 jobs and my dad had 2 jobs. So it's like, okay, I have to make this work. You know, I seen how it was growing up, watching my parents work their asses off. I need to be there, you know, that's my number one.
And I can verify that Brenda has the coolest parents ever. Her mom and her dad, they're the coolest. Her dad balled out in Wendover. Your dad's like one of the coolest people ever. Everyone thought your dad was so cool.
Yeah, he is a horny little fucker too. So, so be careful.
I just know he likes to gamble. He likes to gamble.
Yeah, he likes to gamble and he likes to look and sometimes touch. So everyone be careful.
Oh my God, look and touch.
So everyone watch
I don't
out.
know why immediately the Trump came, the whole grab him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was on today. That was on the news today.
That's what came to my mind immediately when she was like, "Hey, you might hit on you."
Well,
might
my
take
dad
it."
is
Or Mario. That was
Right.
my first Puerto Rican,
but you know,
Right.
that's so funny.
Yeah,
Frisky.
your family is cool. And speaking of families, Elizabeth's here, and Elizabeth's mom's here with us in the studio. I want your mom to come over and say hi to us behind me. Can your mom come over?
Que venga para acá, que diga hola a la cámara. My mom doesn't speak English. I have to try to
That's okay.
translate.
That's great.
That's the best.
All right, so have your mom come stand behind us.
Yeah,
I want to
right.
come and say because we are going to do some bonus features on the website. And what's your mom's name?
Gloria.
Gloria. Say.
Okay.
Really, just Gloria.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my mother. Her name is Gloria. She is an amazing woman. She's very strong. She had a very difficult childhood. It is because of her that we came to this country. She's the one that pioneered into the States, and she was left at the border. And so somebody told her like, yeah, you can come, and they left her at the border with no money to go back and move forward. But she decided to still come to the States. So my mom
Nice.
herself is a hero.
She's tell mom look at the camera.
Give me the camera.
I can see her from there.
Oh, you
ma'am.
can?
Yes,
Yes.
I have it very well. Yeah, I can see her from there. Yes. Yes.
All right, so we are excited that we get to have like the bonus feature of Elizabeth's mom on here. So now, Elizabeth, back to you. What is what's your biggest challenge as a successful small business women owner?
I think for me the biggest challenge is right now, one of my challenges is I'm trying to get a personal assistant. And to myself, it's a little bit difficult because in a way, I have a hard time training someone just because I'm always on the go. And so that has been a little bit of a challenge because there's certain things that I'm still doing that I don't want to do. Mm-hmm. And so I'm trying to work on the systems of my business, like how to make things grow. But the reality is, as crazy as it sounds and for as much as I do, it seems to me that I'm not doing as much, right? So I still have plenty of time, I still have the balance. Obviously, I don't have a family, I don't have children, so I don't have to share my time with, you know, like per se other people that have children that have to be more involved otherwise. But I think it's a lot about delegation as well. So because I have certain people helping me that they may not be my employees, but they still get things done for me, it allows me to do more. So I have a person running CMAs, I have another guy doing construction, I have another guy doing another house. So, you know, and then I try to make everything as efficient as possible where it's like it gets paid automatically, things like that. But to me, I guess my biggest challenge at the moment is trying to hire the right assistant. And how do I go about it? And like, I mean, it's crazy, right? Like, because she has to have a lot of knowledge, but also she would have to do, like, she kind of has to be mean in a way, and like she has to do a lot of stuff. And I like people to be very efficient and responsive. So, other than that, my other challenge is because I'm growing so fast. I want to sometimes buy stuff, but because of my status, as we talked about before, my immigration status, banks are not very, I wouldn't say, they're not very lenient at lending me money. So right now I'm trying to get more money because I have access to cheaper property. I've been in property management since 2009. So now I see a good property I want to buy, but oh my gosh, it has to be with all my money. So do I put my money in that one property, or do I move my money and flip with it? And so at this point, I'm literally using all of my money to buy everything I have. And obviously there's so many things, but I would really like to find a bank that can say, hey, based on your portfolio, we're going to lend you money so that you can grow your business. But because my status here is a little bit challenging. And that's one of the things where I'm like, man, I wish I had more money. but it's been doing good. It's been well. It's just that there's certain things that you hope that you can get, you know, buy very quickly. So that's I guess that's my main challenge. Other than that, I truly feel that I'm very disciplined. So if it's a personal phone call, it waits until the evening. Obviously, if it's my family, it comes, you know, before my job. But if somebody's calling me for anything, I have them scheduled. If it's the less important it is, I try to like send in different ways, right? So if it's very important, it comes to my personal phone, which is also my work phone. But if it's not important, it goes to my Facebook. It goes to other social medias that I go to whenever I have time, you know. And I try to keep up to date with those as well. But it's kind of like all these things have to come together.
It's like a collaboration.
People think, you know, people think like I'm going crazy. I don't have any minute in the day, but I do. But I love what I do too. Yeah. And therefore, it doesn't seem like I can be doing that. I mean, I would prefer to do that than to go out for drinks. That's how much I love doing that. You know?
Enjoy your time.
But I also understand the importance of keeping, you know, like social life and all that. But I'm very into like reading a book and all that stuff. Like fulfills my soul. And that's what it really comes down to for me.
That's awesome. So we're gonna get back to the work-life balance here in a second, but like I think I just got like in my head I have a new question, and this is because we have literally this was unintentional to those of you viewing at home. These are all like literally all my friends. These guests here are all people I know. We do have an ethnically diverse crowd. We have Black, Hispanic, Asian, Italian. We have everyone here. So what I want to ask is everybody, what is your vision of the American dream? And I'm going to let our bartender slash co-founder slash the one who's running this whole thing, I'm going to let her answer first, and then I'm going to turn it around because I want to say, what is the American dream today in 2018? What's the American dream here in 2017 going into 2018? What is the American dream? And do you think it's possible that the average person can fulfill it? So Pamela, time out before we do American Dream. Drinks are empty.
I know. So first of all, I didn't get a bottle opener, so I can't open that. Thank you. I'm bored. Oh my God. I didn't want to interrupt you just to say, okay, I thought you had one of your keys, and you know what, you can keep this because this is live. And so because this is live, this is what happens when, you know.
Okay, here nothing runs smoothly, okay? Nothing goes exactly as planned.
I'm gonna turn the mic over to our bartender.
Business or anything.
You have to handle that, but you can listen listen to it and I'm gonna make some
I
drinks.
think, am I gonna go at the bar? Oh God, Brenda's out.
She has one right here.
We're like prepared.
You know what?
We got it.
Brenda's prepared.
So I will tell you, I'm going to go on camera to say this is what happened when you invite good people because they come prepared, so that I can finish making drinks. I
It's
didn't
a
want to.
group effort.
Yes, it is a group effort. But I also did not want to just start popping bottles because the last drink is champagne, and so I want to toast our first episode towards the end. So this one, I will go ahead and tell you that this one is called the Melon Mule that I will be making.
And the ingredients and the directions are on our website.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Sitting on your lap.
Yes, and so, that's right. And so the ingredients consist of a watermelon vodka.
Wait, time out. Just say that again. The ingredients. Yeah.
Okay, so it consists of a watermelon vodka, a ginger beer, some lime juice, a little bit of, I have a peppermint schnapps, and it's going to, of course, ice, and we're going to shake this up, and we're going to have a good drink. So we can go ahead and get started while I make the drinks now that I've cracked that bottle of ginger beer open. You don't have to rely on some people, you know. It's okay though.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I remember the ice. I remember the lime. Okay, you guys are married. All right, so Brenda's gonna go first then. Brenda, talk to us about what the American Dream in 2018, and do you think it's achievable? How can it be achievable? 1 minute, Mike's yours.
Okay, well, to be honest, I feel like
One time.
Actually, go and stop.
I'm trying to get the mic like perfect. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. Good.
So, to be honest, I feel like women are running the world. Like, let's be honest. It's like, if you start looking at, you know, facts and numbers and everything, like, let's see how many women are graduating from college, universities, Ivy Leagues, you know? And look at, we're making good money, you know, and we're growing. Everyone here, we're all growing. We're all making moves, and I haven't heard one time like love being thrown out here, you know what I mean? Like, the American dream is to be established and successful, and I'm not saying like you don't have to be married to do all those things. I definitely think you can be. I'm just saying, like, I feel like women are so focused now more than ever, and we just want to take that spot. So
That's good.
that's what I say. I mean, let's be real.
Well, I'm going to turn this over to our bartender to talk about the American Dream while I go find a knife. I know I'm a fucktard.
I think I have a knife.
Wait, no.
Wait a minute, hold up. If you have a knife in your purse,
Oh my gosh, if she has that, if she has that,
I told Curtis I would never use this. I'm like, what do I need this for? He's like, Idaho and bought me this Swiss Army knife for what?
okay.
Now I know.
that's amazing. This is why we're
The American Dream is in her handbag.
You never know when you can find it with the purse, right?
Yeah.
You never know.
I'm sorry, you guys.
We run the world.
I'm just gonna say, you have officially become my best friend.
Oh my
That's so
gosh.
funny.
He was like,
I
got it for you
know
for
your
protection. I'm like, or I can just open bottles and
line with
play.
So now you got lemons with us. So you go tell him.
So this is the epitome of like an alcohol scout, not a Boy Scout or Girl Scout, but an alcohol scout, because she has come prepared.
I know, that's what she's
openers.
preparing.
Oh my God.
Openers, knives. Girl, there's a corkscrew in there.
Oh yeah. You think,
Now, in case you're missing the
I know.
there we go.
So now I can finish
That is
getting
so
my drink
funny.
ready. Thank you very much. Oh my God, I have been shocked today. I have seen a lot of things, but I have never had to ask for a knife and somebody break it out of their purse.
Girl, you got
Hey, we're prepared here. This is why we're successful, okay? We're all together.
Yes.
prepared.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here, look, you know now that you can find good people, because my goodness, that's so random for somebody to break out a knife.
I have a feeling that when Pamela becomes president in 2024,
Keep saying
I like that we're associating good people with having a knife, though. I have to say that. She goes, you know you're gonna be like someone has a knife, so.
For happy hour purposes and
Yes,
cutting
exactly.
through lines, yes, it's like.
But
the-
for every scenario, I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's go back to the American dream. I was,
Okay.
I'm
All right,
gonna finish
American
dreaming up
dream,
these
back to
drinks.
Elizabeth. But wait. First of all, I do want to say that when Pamela becomes president in 2024, whatever the next, if America still exists in 2024 and Pamela becomes president, our first woman president, that she has her cabinet here. I mean, we have the secretary, Brenda's gonna be the Secretary of Defense.
And we're gonna have the interracial political party. We'll be our group. We'll be the interracial political party. I've already discussed this with my friends from Sudan, Somalia, all over. We'll have everyone involved. So.
We will. I mean, she does have the quality staff. We are probably more efficient than Trump's cabinet right now. Look, we got something done. We imagine if like this is us being in charge of making drinks. Can you imagine if we were in charge of like passing legislation?
Yes.
We would crush it.
We would have happy hour in between all our debates.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you made it good. Oh yeah, that was good. Let's go ahead and take a shot to that. Either that or
I concur. Oh my god.
I concur.
Yeah.
I think it's yay, nay, I concur. All right, so Elizabeth, getting back to you, what's your vision of what do you think the American dream is, and do you think it's achievable in 2018, and if so, how?
I actually take this.
Time out. You don't need to lean into it. Just sit where you are, because we're going to be too loud. All right, there you go. You're good.
I think this is a topic that's very dear to my heart, just because I feel that the American dream is something that most of the immigrant people are trying to accomplish here in the States. I think we generally live in the best place in the entire world, and I say that. I mean, I'm from Mexico, and our countries need better leaders back home. And so some immigrants, sometimes we come and complain like, the law or whatever here is difficult. But the reality is we live so much better than we ever would in any other place on earth, pretty much. And so is the dream accomplished? I mean, can you accomplish the American dream? Absolutely you can. If you heard my story, obviously I came with nothing. And today, I consider myself, on my way to being very successful, because I feel like you never stop growing and learning. Can people accomplish? Absolutely they can, but they have to have the right mindset, and they have to, a lot of people, I would say they stop themselves from accomplishing their dreams themselves. Like, they have excuses rather than action. And I think that's where a lot of people don't make their dreams a reality. And so I think at the end of the day, can people accomplish, can average people, I mean, I was making $6 an hour, when I first came to the United States. I didn't speak any English. I couldn't go to college, become a doctor, do any education because of that, but I never gave up. You know what, today I was visiting one of my cleaning clients who's extremely successful. They're multimillionaires. And I remember going to their house many years ago when I first started my cleaning company 14 years ago, and saying, oh my gosh, I hope one day I can have a house like this. Today I'm actually able to buy that house if I wanted to. I choose not to because my goals are different for right now. But it was just like knowing that before, all the things that I ever dream of or wanting to are becoming real. And only in this country, not other place on the planet, maybe I would still be able to succeed because it's in us, right? It's us that make it, that wake up every day, that go to work, that make things happen, that the sacrifices behind that people don't see. People see what you have accomplished, but they don't see the sacrifices that come with it. And that's where a lot of people don't make it, because a lot of people think it's easy. So when they do want to try, I have a lot of people say, I want to flip, I want to do investing, but they don't want to put the effort, they don't want to put the work. Once they know what I have to do sometimes, even for my own rental properties, if the painter's not showing up and I already signed a contract and the property's due tomorrow, I'm painting there until 1 in the morning without properties done. I come home extremely exhausted. When your phone rang all day long and you have to answer to everyone, and then you come home and you're like, okay, no more phone, don't call me, but yeah, you still have things to do. There's sacrifices. Can it be done? Absolutely. Obviously not one day to another, but if you have a goal and you have a plan and you're very persistent, be persistent, don't give up on your dreams, And yes, for sure you can accomplish anything. And I mean it, anything you want. And so I guess that's my version of the American dream.
All right, we're gonna take cheers to that with
You're just thinking.
yeah. We are gonna take a cheers to that here with our drink here. So tell us a little about this. Wait, I lost the sound. Fuck. Oh, I lost sound. Dad, come and clip
You
on your
just-
side.
Huh?
Where did I come and clip that? I'm still recording.
There
Where did I
it
come and
is.
clip that?
It should be back.
All right, yeah, I'm back. All right, yeah.
You,
So, like,
you hit it backwards and you turned the mic off.
Okay. Oh shit, my bad. All right. So,
Jump in here, all that.
all right. Pamela, I'm trying to tell us about
Oh.
the drinks and the American Dream. Yeah, there you go. Tell us about
I told
twofold.
you about the drinks already.
All right, well,
I
then tell us-
said-
yeah, tell us
oh my
about the
God,
drink.
you've had too many already. You know.
One.
You know, I would just say about the American dream, I think we're moving more and more away from having the American dream. I think technology is allowing us to exceed what we used to think was the American dream. Because there are so many things that technology is affording us the ability to do that makes the American dream now. It's just like, if you can't make something more of a reality, then you're dreaming wrong. At this point, I mean, it's just my opinion. I mean, whether, you know, I've been a U.S. citizen my entire life, and so I'm seeing more and more immigrant people, you know, able to come here and make it more than the U.S. citizens. And I think that that they strive differently than us because of where they come from. And I've traveled all over the world, so I can see where it's sometimes where I feel like, oh my God, they live really nice. It's very relaxing. But because I'm not a citizen from that country, I don't really know what the struggle is. I just know that I'm working very hard all the damn time, just to maintain that quote unquote American dream. And so now we're just in a place where let's really make a lot of these dreams more of a reality for U.S. citizens and for unnaturalized citizens as well.
Awesome. Okay, Melissa, who has also been a U.S. citizen her whole life. Hold on, I'm gonna bring this over here. Melissa is going to tell us
Oh my
about.
God, that is very strong.
I tried to warn you, girl.
It tastes good though, but I mean,
I'm a Crown girl, even though I was like, ooh, this is.
Oh, okay.
I'm a fantasy girl.
well,
This
we're doing
better be
holiday
good.
drinks. Well, these are holiday drinks because it is the
Yeah.
holidays. and
Making me
so-
warm, that's for sure.
I think it's the
All
heat.
very
in there, too.
bright.
Well, I'm gonna blame it on- I'm gonna blame it on the heat. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. I'm gonna blame it on
We're in
the heat.
Utah, by the way. You can blame it on the heat. It's like freezing here. It's
Yeah, it's like
literally
40
snowing
degrees
today.
here.
Like,
I know.
okay.
I even sent the text. I was like, "Oh my God, it's snowing." It's like, ugh.
Okay, Melissa, tell us about your. What do you think the American Dream is? Do you think it's achievable in 2018? If so, how?
I guess I don't really think there's an American dream per se. I think it's just life is going to be what you make it. Just like with everything, it's what you give, you get. You know, what you put into something, you're going to get out of it. Just like with myself, I've been in business for 8 years. I could be this huge conglomerate with tons of employees and be doing, you know, who knows what kind of work because I'm not there to oversee it, and it's doing something different than what I want to do. And so for me, I like the close-knit of having my clients feel like family, and I've seen their kids grow, and you know, and it's a means to an end at some point, just like with Elizabeth had owned that prior, you know, owned a cleaning business, which moved her to what's more of a passion for her. And it's what you put into something is what you're going to get out of it. And some people, like, they might just be sleeping and not dreaming, you know, and that's why they say, you know,
Ooh,
some
I like
people
that.
achieve more than others because it's what they look into it and what they see. And even with myself, I've had a lot of things where I'm like, hey, things are transitioning. I want to make different moves in my life. What's my next business going to be? And things have been popping up in front of me as opportunity where I'm like, I can't do that. I haven't practiced that. I don't know that. And I had my friend who is also a mentor to me say to me, you don't know what you can do. This opportunity has been thrown in front of you, and all you have to do is put forth the effort and work hard for it, and it's going to build itself. And you can't deny yourself. And that's kind of like we had said prior was, you know, a lot of people just lose their faith in it. They lack the desire. They don't see the next goal. They're looking at the goal, and instead of seeing, hey, it's going to take me a long time and steps to get to this goal, they're getting upset and discouraged by not being at the goal already. And so they have a hard time seeing that there's a path to get there. You can't run a mile by not taking 15 steps in the beginning. It takes, each step is taking the time to build. So I think the American dream is whatever you make of it, you know? Some people's dream is to be lazy and lax, and some people's dream is, you know, and as sad and silly as that sounds, it's true.
Yeah.
Some people's dreams don't aspire as big as other people's dreams. Like I said, some people are just sleeping, they're not dreaming. So I think it's what we make it.
I'm telling you, I have to use that.
Yeah.
I know, right? You mean good
Yeah.
quotes.
Like,
Well, we are
sorry,
gonna, when
I'm
we do,
not dreaming.
when we make everyone's promo cards, we are gonna do quotes for them. Melissa, I don't know if you've seen, I've showed you one of your promo cards. You're gonna have like 4 promo, each guest for the different Herspiration happy hours is gonna have different promo cards with the quotes. Cheers to that, yeah.
Cheers to
Yeah,
that.
cheers, yes,
For
definitely.
me, I didn't,
Yes.
I was born in, I was born in Texas. We left when I was 6 months old, and I didn't move back to the United States. So we actually moved to Canada first, then we came to the United States when I was 8. And my mom was one who wanted to come back here so badly, you know, because she's Canadian American. And I think it was like, for me, it was so hard that America was supposed to be this big thing. It was supposed to be this big deal. But when I grew up in Asia, and we had, like, in Asia, they are very, very hardcore about, you have to work hard. You go to school, when the teacher comes in the room, when I was a little kid, teacher comes in the room, you stand up, you bow. It's repetitive. You memorize your math tables, you memorize your words, you do this. There's no excuses. And I think that in Asia, there's no excuses. And yeah, they know everyone's not gonna be smart, but still everybody is expected to work very, very hard. You don't have excuses, you're not a victim. And so I think when I came to the US, it was, nobody really, I don't know, people didn't really care. People just want this easy way out. And I think I'm so glad, kind of, in a way, that I wasn't raised in that kind of environment. And maybe it was being, raised in Asia, in that you have to work hard. You have to play the system. There's maybe temporary shortcuts to success, and maybe once in a million times somebody will, have a shortcut to success. I mean, look at the entire Kardashian family. Yeah, we know what happens, okay? I'm not gonna call them names, but I mean, it does. But most of the time you can get short-term attention, you get short-term success, but if you really want to build up long-term, you have to put in the work. You have to do that. You have to play, you have to play the game. You have to realize how it's done. And it's not always gonna be fun. It's not always gonna be pretty. And then even after I moved to the US, I see girls, I went to high school with, when we were 21, they were like, oh, look at this, I got this like Gucci bag because I got this welfare check. And you can't do that. That'll be short term, but what's gonna happen? That's not gonna be your life. If you want to have a lifetime of success.
I need a welfare check or two.
Me too. I need a welfare Gucci bag.
Christmas is coming up, we could all use a welfare check.
Yeah, I put into the system for like long enough.
Yeah.
I think I deserve me.
And I think that should be fair. There should be like a 40-year-old bonus. Like when you hit 40, you just get this random bonus of like how much you put out into the world. Yeah. Like you've strove for this long, girl. Here's your welfare check.
I agree with that. Like I need some of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I need some of that right now. They're 2 years late.
Yeah.
I want that check.
I wasn't gonna tell everyone like that how old you were. Like you can say it. It's all good.
I'm graciously 42 years old. I'm
Pride in
I
it.
just turned 42 November 8th.
Exactly.
Cheers to Pamela's birthday.
Yeah.
And she's looking younger. Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't
That's
matter.
what I always say. I always tell people guess. And when they guess younger, I was like, you so right. You're right.
I get carded the shit out of me, so I don't have no,
It's Melissa. Actually, I met Melissa in this very clubhouse that we're in right now, because my ex roommate, my ex roommate slash cousin, the aspiring rapper, Salt Lake City's aspiring rapper. He's like, yo Zoe, he's like, I met this girl, she's kind of cool. What's up? And I'm like, okay, Dave. He's like, yeah. He's like, she's alright. She's like bolder. She's like 24. I'm like, okay, Dave.
24 was I?
Yo,
I was like 30, I think.
You were 31.
Yeah, okay.
31. He's like, but like, he typically dates girls who are 18.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah. He's like, you think she was cool? And I was like, okay, Dave. I was like, did you play your rap song? Did you play a rap for her? And he's like,
Bust a flow.
did you bust a flow? And he said, he said that he said I'd like you and stuff, but he did. And he said he thought you were older. He thought you were 24. So,
Oh,
and you were
great.
31. That was 2 years ago.
That's great.
I
don't feel like 30 is old though.
I know. 30 is not old. and 40 is not old either.
Yeah,
It's not
I feel
old
like
is
at
what you
30,
make it.
we're like,
Age is what you make it. Age is what, and it's also
you take
how
care
you
of
take
yourself.
care of yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
it's about how you feel.
What you put in your body, you're gonna get out of your body, people. Okay.
Okay, I know everyone here put liquor in their body. Okay,
Right now, we're putting liquor in our body.
I know. Wait, okay, so I know
I think
Brenda's
it's all in
29.
how you really feel about yourself.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's, you know, if you are not taking care of yourself mentally or emotionally, it shows.
You can
Yeah.
see the
It shows
stress
more
as you
on the
strain
outside
you.
than physical. I mean, I don't care what anybody say. If I've lost sleep or I'm just going and going and going, the age starts to show no matter how I'm feeling, but because I'm not really resting the way I want to. But as soon as I'm rejuvenated,
girl, what are
I'm
you
back
doing?
to
Are you hibernating? Because you look brand new. What are you talking about? You look brand new. You're hibernating, girl. I don't know what's
Still
going
has the
on.
price tag on her phone.
My house caught on fire. I'm sleepy. I don't give a shit about that right now. I'll wake up nice. Don't worry about it. I got insurance.
Oh my goodness.
What are you doing?
I'm
Oh
just
my
saying.
goodness.
She does look really good. Yeah,
She looks damn good.
Yeah, I mean,
I
like,
hope people are watching this.
they all really can see us. Yeah, hey, Pamela.
Can they see us right now?
they can, no, they can't see us
Can
right
they
now.
see her right
But we
now?
will.
What is live? I think we're
We
making
are-
something live. Is this talking live?
So we will go and edit the
Live.
footage here so that people can really see this. I mean, and this is uncut footage. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter how much it shows. We're not doing a whole lot of cuts and edits because this
Yeah.
is like real life I mean,
Yeah.
here. So it'll post and be some little modifications in there. But
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Yeah.
what it is.
Time out, yeah, time out. I will like, so when I was telling Elizabeth, when I was like telling her like, okay, move back, like the little things like like this right now, like when I'm like giving direction, like okay, like
Oh, yeah,
like
we'll
so,
cut
so
that.
That part
stuff,
would
yeah.
be cut, like the actual podcast, because podcast is, listen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is just bonus feature where if you really want to be a part of the
Right, yeah, that's
if
great.
you want to see the real action that's actually taking
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
like forgetting, you know, bottle openers and somebody coming with bottle openers and knives.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me.
This is where you
We'll
will
have a
find
I
professional
got pepper
podcast
spray,
and then
tasers,
unedited.
I got all types of shit. My boyfriend is paranoid as shit.
Wait, okay, so I have a question. Wait, Elizabeth, how old are you? I have no idea how old you are. I like know Travis. I met you at Travis's birthday party when I brought the pineapple.
Let me guess, are you 32?
Yeah, how old do you think?
Are you 32?
You look like a baby out of high school, but I'm just saying. So no.
I thought we had said that. I thought we talked before. Maybe I'm out of my mind. You're younger?
How old do you guys think I am?
I think I actually do know because I think
So,
Travis like
if I have to say, given experience, you have to, and I can't go by looks. So if I have to say, given all the
Yeah, so you can
experience and
estimate
everything
kids, yeah.
else, so you know, so see, I'm
I don't feel like you're older than me.
42. I look, I'm telling you, I'm 40. I'm like, I'm 42. So I'm gonna give you what, 36, 37.
what? No, she's not that old.
32, right?
She's
Are
not
you 32?
No, I'm her experience.
You're not even
I'm basing it
basing
off of looks. I said I wasn't basing it off of looks. I was basing it off of experience.
Are you 32?
I say
How
28, 29.
She looks like she's 18, but I know
She
she
looks
has
like she's
much
like
more
25.
experience.
Let's just say that physically I feel in my 20s.
No.
Mentally I feel in my 40s, you know.
Oh, so you're-
But actually,
But I'm actually 34.
I was only two.
My age.
We were right. I was
guessing
just above.
31. I was guessing 31 only because the thing
Yeah.
only because I always met Travis and introduced us, and I always assumed you were the same age as everyone. I was assuming you were the same age as Travis.
See, I wasn't going off looks because then I would be way
Yeah.
the fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
So
way
how long
off.
have you been doing the
Way off.
flipping, the real estate?
Actually, you'll be surprised to know that I've been only doing real estate for a year and a half.
Oh, that's
What?
great because I'm 33 and I feel like something new is coming for me.
You
So
know
I feel
what?
like we kind of
I
have the
have
same
to tell
timeline.
you, your experience and the way you talk, I already thought you was like 8 to 10 years in business.
Everyone thinks that, and you know
No,
what?
but that's a good thing.
Yeah,
That's a
but
good thing for
everyone-
someone that does not know you that's coming in.
Yeah, everyone thinks that I'm in like 10 years, but it's because I've done more than what most people
You
have.
research, it's what you
Like,
put in, you're going to
It's
get
like,
out.
I'm
Exactly
doing,
the same.
I'm
I
a
love
risk
that.
taker, so I
I
want to
love
go
that.
and do stuff. I don't want to sit there and watch.
Yeah.
And so when I have the first opportunity, I took it, and so I keep continuing. I still do. Like right now, I'm going to be flipping a firehouse. This is my first flip on a firehouse, and I'm actually buying
Yeah.
2 of them. Hopefully, right? Because
Wow.
I'm still like negotiating and stuff.
Did the firemen come with the firehouse?
Yeah. I like to flip a few firemen.
I was getting ready to ask the same thing.
Unfortunately, ladies, they didn't.
Oh,
So you're not
I'm
flipping
hypocrites that if they even came with it, I wouldn't even be looking at them. Looking
Lies. In honor of Elf, like I'm gonna do the Elf meme. When I put this on video with the Elf meme, you're like, oh, I'm not looking at the hot fireman. You sit on a throne of lies. Exactly.
Oh, so funny. But no, that's like a different challenge. It's something new. Am I, like, everybody asks, like, are you not afraid of taking these big challenges? And I'm like, I am. Just like, I'm a human. I'm worried about the house not selling. I'm worried about finding more stuff. I'm worried about the budget not coming in. I'm worried about a million things. But guess what? When those things happen, guess what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to deal with them like anybody else.
Put it in.
And I'm going to have to figure it out, and I'm going to have to make it work, even if it means. And one thing that I remember a friend saying to me, he said, everything's meant to work out, and if it doesn't, it's because you were meant to learn from it. And so that's, I guess, to me, it's an experience, right? That's what you do.
Does it give you like that excitement and that joy? Like, does it come with that? Like, you know, when you're doing something new and it gives you that knot in your stomach, does it excite you? Is it like exciting to you?
It's like, this is my money. That's different.
You know what? There are so many stages of what would I say, of feelings when you're doing something like this. At moments, I feel very nervous, very scared, like, should I take it? But I have to make decisions quick because these houses are selling fast. I cannot stay and think. But then sometimes what happens, I stand up in front of the houses when they're done. And I think of myself, how proud I am that I've accomplished this, right? And that's the moment of payoff. And it's not really, because you still gotta sell it.
Yeah.
And then when you put it on the market, you're like, is it gonna sell? Oh my gosh, is it
But
gonna
even
sell?
that, you can look at what you've done and say like, wow, I've accomplished something. Even if it doesn't sell right when you want or at the exact price that you want, you can look and say, I made this. Like, this is something you put yourself into and you got out of.
And the reality is, I always tell people, like, what other job is gonna pay me to go shopping? I go shopping for a kitchen every time. I go shopping for a floor. Like, I go shopping for a carpet. Oh, I like this mirror. I want to put this mirror now. Like, I get to create anything I want, and people buy it. They like my creation, right? Because I'm the one picking the floor. They're actually buying right now. I'm the one picking this thing. I'm picking everything there. I'm putting everything together for them. I'm beautifying this house. And they,
you have a good sense of style,
in a way, they like what I do, right? They have my style because they like the house the way I did it. And so, and obviously my team comes into place as well. You know, I work with designers, I work with the construction people, I work with, you know, everyone.
But you're the end of the day say.
But at the end of the day, you know, it's like you put all these people together, and I think that's, as leaders, you have to understand different styles, different people, different everything, so that you can, you have to delegate everything, and you just have to find the right person for that.
It's the same with cleaning too. I feel like when you're taking care of someone's home, you look back at the end of the day and you're like, wow, I put everything in its place. They get to walk in, it's perfect, you know. I had a new employee actually that I've been working with, and today we were getting done and she was like, it looks great in here. And I was like, that feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't it feel good to look back and be like, I did that?
Yeah.
So.
No, I think for me it's, because I feel like a lot of people are afraid of doing it, right? I was too. And people come to me and say, I didn't buy the house because I was very scared. And I said, I was there too. You know, I was there where you are. Today I'm more confident. I can buy anything, like pretty much about anything, you know? If it's, I know the numbers, if it makes sense, I buy it, I can figure it out. But I was before where I couldn't even touch a house. Like, oh my gosh, I let houses go back, back in 2009, where houses were like $60,000.
Oh my
because
God.
I was afraid.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had taken the step, but I didn't have any guidance. I didn't have any mentorship. I didn't have anybody to tell me, you know what, this eventually was gonna be worth more. And it wasn't until I had to go and I had to learn by myself and learn.
And
as
every
I went.
opportunity, like my friend had said to me, she said, these are opportunities in front of you. Just because you think you don't have the
Absolutely.
cards right now doesn't mean that the cards aren't going to fall into place. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
The reality,
that comes.
the reality is, if it's meant for you, it will be. And
you're never prepared for anything.
Absolutely.
You never are. You know, that's what people say. Oh, I want to plan to have kids, and it's like no one plans.
Right.
Oh, I want to plan to do this. No one plans. Even I had a plan for how I wanted my business to go, and it went nothing like that, but it's still going.
Absolutely.
You know?
Nobody has a plan.
Yeah, exactly. And even if you have a plan, it doesn't go right.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought a girl from Windsor, like East Detroit, would be like in Salt Lake City? Like, you know, nobody ever has a plan. Nobody knows how. Like, but this is awesome that we're all here.
Yeah.
You were that girl from trivia.
What? That random girl from trivia?
That random girl from trivia.
I'm the random girl from trivia. Okay, the
random girl from trivia.
The random girl from trivia. And I did when I went down to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Like, that was gonna be the pinnacle of my life. The fact that I hosted trivia in Fayetteville, North Carolina was gonna be the pinnacle. Like, that was the biggest thing that
How
ever
did I not
happened.
know that about you? You hosted trivia?
I hosted trivia.
Yes, that was like the running joke. That was a running joke during our doctoral program. That random girl from trivia.
Because I was always really shy, and then when I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina, like early 2012, and I didn't have a job. 2011. I didn't have a job. Didn't know what to do, and I saw this thing on Craigslist. I was looking at Craigslist right now.
Craigslist again, eh?
That wasn't Craigslist. That's how
There's something with her and Craigslist.
What else do you do on Craigslist, Zoe? Tell us the truth.
She does trivia, apparently.
I sometimes sell used electronics and clothes.
She gets very specific.
I went on Craigslist because I was hard trying to find a job in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Cause, you know, I was almost to my master's degree, and I didn't want to just I don't know, go work at a gas station clerk, because that's all you can do in Fayetteville, North Carolina, or maybe work at Dairy Queen, possibly KFC, maybe a pawn shop. So that's Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I saw this thing, it was to host trivia, and they were looking for well-spoken, well-spoken, basically anything to form a complete sentence, right? And so are we doing video or just
photo? Keep talking, just keep talking.
So I was like, I went to this thing, and the lady met me, and she said, do you want to, she met me, and she's Australian. She's like, okay, yeah, you can form complete sentences. Do you want to host trivia? And the first night I went there,
you can form complete sentences.
I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina. In Fayetteville, North Carolina, the fact that you can form complete sentences is amazing.
That's a bonus.
It's amazing. That's an amazing feat.
Fayetteville, North Carolina is like the land that time forgot. All it is pawn shops, strip clubs, and used car dealerships. Pawn shop, used car dealerships, strip clubs, dentists that specialize in
liquor stores.
What?
Liquor stores.
Liquor stores. Liquor stores
and pawn shops.
Liquor stores, pawn shops, gold teeth, strip clubs. That's all Fayetteville, North Carolina is. And my first night I hosted trivia, I stood up in front of. There was 10 people there, and I was so nervous. I had this mic, and I just had to read questions. And I had never been more scared in my entire life because I was so shy. But after the people liked it, they kept coming back.
I can't imagine you're shy.
I was shy. I was so shy. Ask Pamela. Hey, Pamela can test I was shy. When Pamela and I first met each other in 2011 at our doctoral program, I did not say a word to her because I didn't say a word at all because I was so scared. I used to be so shy.
I didn't even know. I'm trying to think of how we even came to share a room. All of us was like 3 pals in a room, together in a hotel room. It was like all about saving money when you're a doctoral student and you happen to go to the, your face-to-face symposium times. Oh man, we was like, okay, we're gonna get picked up. Who's gonna get the car? Who's gonna get the room? And,
right.
The whole sketchy hotel is for a whole nother episode.
The whole sketchy hotel. Sketchy ass hotels. Sketchy ass hotels.
And sketchy hotels 101 exploring.
Yeah, but so what I want to close.
No, we're not. We're gonna lead into another. We're gonna lead into like budgeting, and as far as the next thing goes.
I don't want to talk about budgeting. I want to talk about something else.
Okay, talk about something else.
Yeah, I want to talk about, how do you find the balance? How do you find the balance between your personal life and your professional life?
And that brings us into episode 2. How do you find the balance? Okay. We're doing good. If anyone has to leave, you're fine to go. Like, we're totally good. Like, this is a totally voluntary effort or whatever.
We were trying to do two shoots.
Yeah.
Then do you want to stop and then start, or you just want to keep going?
Okay.
Should we do champagne on video 1 or no?
Do you want to do champagne on video 1, or we can pop the bottle on video 2?
Okay,
yeah,
so and if anybody needs to go, trust me, there's enough. Even 2 of us can hold down the show for 45 minutes, obviously. So if you need to go, because I know might need to go, you can say goodbye. You guys can say goodbye. We're totally good.
Let me talk to Booty.
But we want to
she looks like she is.
brings the heart. We also want to bring the heart.
Yeah, she don't even care.
We do want to bring the heart Zahara and say hello to everyone, though.
Yeah.
All right, because we
Can we
want.
all take a picture really quick too? Maybe your mom will take one of us.
Oh, wait,
Standing.
we'll bring it. We'll bring it in there for the. We'll bring it in there and we'll freeze frame it.
Oh.
Oh, that's what we've been
Because
doing.
we want to get the mom in there too. Let the mom in. Not get Zahara and mom.
You know I love it like selfies. I think a selfie queen.
Okay, well, do I have on lipstick still? I feel
Your
like
lipstick
do.
is good.
Oh, okay. It's on my
Come in
it's on
here,
my-
everyone. Hold on, I gotta come.
I'm not showing too much.
No, show it all. We're just kidding.
That's so cute.
I feel like my head is so big.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like send those to me.
You got to Snapchat like an adult.
Eric?
Yeah. Get on Snapchat like an adult.
No, you know what? I had Snapchat, but I never used it.
Why?
So.
Be an adult on Snapchat.
I deleted
I deleted it off the thing. Oh, I'm gonna take it.
Oh, by the way, bridesmaids meet each other. Pamela and Melissa, you got
Oh,
bridesmaids
hi.
together. Yeah, bridesmaids.
Yay! I know I'm like, oh girl, I'm gonna take over her.
Yeah.
Like, this is your colors.
Oh, we're getting married. No, you
I'm a
can
crazy
marry
person.
once. On Facebook, yeah, we're getting married.
Is that ice cream in there? Bust up damn ice cream.
I don't know who
Let's
that
take
is.
a shot.
Y'all are getting married. We're so
I
excited.
don't know who that is.
I don't either.
Oh, I can make some more of the peppermint shots. That's easy. The chocolate, the candy cane.
No more peppermint. I'm like, what should we do?
Okay, well, it's just. Oh, there's vanilla vodka.
Yeah, if you have to go, no worries. We're totally good. Yeah, we understand. Yeah, and yeah, no, like we're. This is really more like this is the beta test because this is gonna be like
A beta house?
a beta test.
Oh,
Oh, you done had too
beta
much.
house?
You know.
Take her, drink away.
Yeah, my guest that has actually gone home.
What?
Yeah, he texted me he was gonna go home because we were
Who is
supposed
it?
to meet earlier. Just a friend of mine, somebody I'm working with.
Girl, you
So-
said you were focused.
That leads us to episode number 2. How about
listen.
How to balance your life.
How to balance your life with the dude.
This is actually somebody that I'm gonna move brokerages with eventually, so I'm getting to know. Like this is like
So
really
this is
work
money.
related.
This is
Absolutely,
money.
all
Yes.
that I do is money.
Side note, I'll cut this out if you say yes. Is his name Zach? Because I was like,
No.
oh, alright,
I'll cut this out if you say yes, she says.
Oh my gosh, really? You're all in her
No, it's
business.
for broke.
Yeah, I know. She's like, is his birthday? Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'm just saying there
Is
was
he a Sagittarius?
Somebody actually very well known in the
Well,
community.
say, come here, wait, we gotta bring Zahara in here. Alright,
So I don't want to come on.
speaking of work,
Thinking about it.
Balance.
work-life balance. Tell her spirit on my computer. Anyways, speaking of work-life balance, we do want to say that we love we're obviously doing this for next generation because think about this. Like, when we read, when we read the classics, most people who read the classics were like already dead. So you have to think about like the future generation. Not what I think about. Oh, she's got the bottle.
The future generation.
I'm gonna have to give her some before she goes.
I know. Well, we are talking about the future generation here. So as the future generation, we're all life has an expiration date, but we do want to talk about like setting things up for the future generation. We've already some. Sahar, come here. Why don't you show me some at my computer? Come here. I want to show you a picture of a pug.
Say hi.
Come on. Come say hi. Come on. Come on. I got fucking find a cute pug.
Oh, you're so cute.
Sahar, come here.
Go on this side, right here by the
Come here, Sahar. Do you want to see this picture?
Go say hi.
Wait.
She's
Sahar.
like,
Alright, okay, sit by your mom. I want you to sit.
Come sit up here, girl. She's only 6. She's just so
she's
sassy.
6, she's so tall.
I know.
You're gonna be a supermodel or what?
Sassy for
Are you
no
gonna be a-
reason.
Okay, Zahar. Look up. Do you like dogs? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, and you know your mom. Your mom's awesome. What do you love the most about your mom? Why do you love your mommy the most?
Why you love me so much?
Your mom's amazing. Why do you love her so much?
Because she gives you beautiful hair.
Cause I
Yeah.
feed you. Cause I feed you
Yeah,
and keep you in a big
you
house.
have to feed me.
I know. Huh? That's rules.
Because she does things that keeps me happy, things like that.
Oh, that's
She hangs out with you.
That's
good.
What's your mom do? What makes you happiest that your mom does?
It makes me happy that she protects the family.
Oh,
go girl.
And she gives you this beautiful hair, huh?
Yeah.
You know you look good. You're so cute.
She's like, my mom's a badass. Just say it, girl.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Sahar. Zahar.
Yay, nice to meet you.
Zahar, I'm so glad I met you. You and your mom, you were the first people I met when I came out here.
I think Sahar tried to pee on your couch.
She was
potty training.
Yeah, like, Mom, don't tell people that.
Yeah, when she was potty
You were a
training.
baby. It's okay, Zahar. You were a baby. But you and your mom were the first people I met when I came out to Utah. So I'm happy. I've gotten to see you grow up, and it makes me so happy that like every day I get to see you get bigger and bigger. Every time I see you, I'm so happy I get to see you. Yes.
Thanks for hanging out with
And
us.
what do you, Sahar, what do you want to be when you grow up? Tell us this. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Maybe a doctor.
Ooh, cheers to that, girl. Cheers to that.
Do you want to be like a heart doctor, or do you want to be a baby doctor, or
Any doctor.
any kind of doctor?
Any
You
doctor.
had one doctor you want to be. What do you want to fix? Besides toys. Yep.
But you said besides
You
toys.
said what?
She's like, don't call her out on that.
Kids.
You want to be
You want to be a pediatrician.
Awesome.
A pediatrician. You want to be a pediatrician.
All right. So I'd like to introduce you to the next. What is it? The secretary. Wait, Surgeon General. I'd like to introduce you to the next Surgeon General.
I hope so.
Yeah, next Surgeon General here. Yes, Sahar. It's been a pleasure to watch you.
6-year-old Zahar. Thank you.
Say thank you.
Thank you, Sahar.
Very much.
That's awesome. She's so tall.
Yeah, she is.
I'm like, why do I feel so short? She's like my size.
Okay, let's toast and I got to go.
There you
Toast and go.
All right, tell us about the drink, Pamela, real quick.
Oh.
Hold on, let me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna,
Uh-oh.
every time I say, hold on, let me set this up, I'm gonna cut that out. Don't worry.
Yeah. Please keep it in.
So because the wine glasses are smaller, I did not get the chance to put the fruit in there. But this is called the Capricorn, so it consists of rose champagne, 2 teaspoons of grated kumquat zest, which we actually improvised today and just used a little bit of lime zest.
Because we could go to the rich people's grocery store.
Yeah, we don't come to us.
2 tablespoons of sugar, and then a slice of kumquat on the inside, which if you're watching, you're not going to get any slice.
But these are so
in
dainty
here.
and beautiful,
They
aren't
are
they?
dainty and beautiful, and
Cheers,
so
cheers.
wrapping up,
I had so much fun meeting everyone.
Thank you.
Yes,
so much.
exactly.
You guys are
And I need to get
beautiful.
twists in my hair, girl. You know.
I'm just like Sadie's right. Grandma's glasses, and I got these. This is my birthright. This is my inheritance.
My birthright.
So I'm sorry that they're not the fancy champagne glasses that you wanted, but
This
they're
is
good
perfect,
in a pinch.
No, I love
You made
this.
it happen.
There's plenty. We can
Girl, these
refill
are like
more than once.
fancy shot glasses.
They're,
Exactly.
You sound like Dave. Wait, who said they're fancy shot? I can't hear him. Who said they're fancy? Dave's like, yo, those are fancy shot glasses. He's like,
They really are. They really
Oh my
are.
god. Oh my god.
It wasn't me, you guys. It wasn't me. It wasn't the 24-year-olds at the pool.
Yeah, I'm not 24-year-old. What's up? She's kind of cool. I think you'd like her, Zoe.
I know, and then he goes, oh, I thought you were 24. No.
Yeah.
30, add 7.
Love you guys.
24
Love
plus
you,
7.
Brenda.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm not working
Thank
with
you.
I really do.
Get my info from
I will for
Zoe.
sure.
Bye, it was so nice to meet you. You're so beautiful, girl.
Thank you.
Everybody has love each other. We're like